Guys, welcome back to another video. It is your boy Monix, and today we'll be talking about Splitgate 2 and what I think about the future of the game, and is the game gonna die, and what's the talk all about, like, oh, the finals is better than Splitgate 2. We're gonna talk about all that in today's video. And I gotta start by saying I am no means a Splitgate 2 glazer, because listen, there's a lot of people been, saying that, like, people who are in the Splitgate 2 core community are glazers. Well, yeah, there some of them are, and they're glazers will be glazers, but um I promise you that this video will have constructive criticism and also agreeing with some points that people are making about Splitgate 2, but also given like a more of an alternative, like an alternative point of view about the game and the future of it. Because let's be honest, the gaming community has been bashing on games for a very, very long time now. When X Defiant came out, everyone jumped in the bandwagon. Everyone was enjoying X Defiant. I know the desync and the hit reg and the fact that the game was in an MMO engine probably, you know, done the game dirty, and that's probably how Ubisoft was like, no, you know what? Let's cancel this project because X Defiant is not doing so well, and we're not getting gaining any money back because our companies are 10 feet under. So let's just cancel. Let's just tell Mark Rubin we'll set the game into sunset. And yeah, that's how that happened. Like I said, I did play X Defiant back when it released. I didn't play the beta or anything because that's when I heard the game was people playing the beta and stuff. I was like, "Ooh, this game looked fun." But there's always an audience that just bashes X Defiant because, oh, it's just a COD killer. It was just meant to be a COD killer, and it's not revolutionary. And that's the theme of today's video. That's just trying to say that revolutionary doesn't mean good, nor non-revolutionary means bad. That's the point of the video. And the reason why I want to say that is because, listen, all the TV shows and movies and video games that you play slash watch are based off of something else. Don't believe me? Well, let me do something for me right quick. When you watch a movie or a video or even just play a game, just watch or play it and then just think of any similarities that you have with that certain game or video or even movie or TV show or even advertisement, and see how everyone is always copying off each other, but they have revolutionary modifications, because there's a thing called revolutionary modifications. It's just where like you just modify something that others haven't, even though it's based off of a similar thing. But it still has that revolutionary change, but it's still, you can still tell, oh, it's been inspired by this or that. And, I know, Splitgate 2 has been, compared to Titanfall 2 or Apex and Call of Duty. Not much so Halo, because that was the first game. Wormhole Wars. Okay, okay. Let me stop. Let me stop. Anyways, yeah. So Wormhole Wars 2. I mentioned that. Let me stop. Let me stop playing. But actually, though, Splitgate 2 has been getting a lot of controversy due to it not being like, it's just a mediocre FPS, just like Xify was. And I ain't gonna lie, I will admit, if you're trying to talk about that and you're not including the portals aspect, then yeah, I can agree to that to an extent. And then there's always a group of people saying, trying to recommend the finals. Oh, just play the finals. X Defiant and Splitgate 2. Those are not good games. They're just mediocre because they're just trying to appeal to like a disgruntled audience, which is the Call of Duty audience that just hates COD, like in its current state, which you can't blame them because Activision has screwed them over for I don't even know how long at this point. Shoot, ever since 2019. At that point, how long was 2019? Sure. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like around like 6 to 7 years. Dang, that's a long time. A publisher has been, screwing people over a long time. Even screwed over the game studios like Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and Infinity Ward. Especially Infinity Ward, man. Mm-mm-mm. I have none to say to Infinity War. Nothing to say. But listen, guys, just because a thing, a game, or anything is not revolutionary doesn't mean it's bad. It can still be a good game or a good of anything as long as it's done right. Because, see, to make something revolutionary, not only that you have to know how to execute it, but you have to make sure that it's basically like, you know, perfect and it actually matches of the theme or anything you're trying to do. Because creating something revolutionary is a huge challenge. It's huge. I know like I said, the finals is a good game, right? But what if I just want to play Splitgate 2? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to, you know, like play with the grappling hook or just like I just want to use portals. I'm just trying to split the gates, man. Like I'm trying to portaling the taste. Like sometimes you just got a portal. Portal changes everything. But all of a serious note though, everyone's just been bashing Splitgate 2 for no reason. Like I would recommend giving construct. There are people that gives constructive criticisms and also some stuff they want to see added and stuff. I know the developers are going to do that sometime soon. But they need to realize though, if you just keep on bashing the game, then the game won't have nothing to go by. The developers won't have nothing to go by, and the game is just gonna end up dying off because no one's been given feedback or anything. Now, X Defiant was a special case because it was under Ubisoft, right? But 1047 Games, they can really. I remember in the Splitgate Weekly 2 video, Ian said that Splitgate 2 is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, not yet. So it kind of gives me a little more hope, but I just hope that it's coming into execution and stuff, and they keep on listening to the community because they've been doing really well with that recently. But yeah, like I said, it, like just because none is revolutionary doesn't mean it's bad. That's a horrible logic because by that default, like everything you drink, eat, or watch or play or anything, that means that they're not like good because they gotta be like something like super original. That's just stupid logic. I'm sorry, y'all. It could still be a good game. Even the portals is enough, to be honest with you. All they gotta do is just iron out all the issues and stuff the game's been having. That's all they gotta do, and that's it. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.